Hi, Bill Dube here. Today we're doing a review of my new Roffie Impact Massager. A friend of mine sent this to me for review and I said, okay, I'll do it. I am happy that I did. This thing is amazing. First off, why am I outside? Because I can. This thing is internally powered by a powerful lithium battery. Comes with a great case. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. This is a fun massager. It's powerful. Be careful of it though. There are some safety precautions. You really want to read the manual before using this machine. Now, I'm going to show you just a few of the don'ts. First off, while this thing's operating, don't put your finger here. Don't take the head off and stick your finger in there like I'm doing right now and then turn it on. Don't put your hand over this and turn it on. Don't run this over bare bone. Now let's take it out and show you a little bit more about it. Here's one of the heads to it. This one's probably the one that you have to be the most careful of because it can come flying off. They say that in the instructions and they give you special instructions on how to put it on. This one's hard. It does a very pretty wide area, which is nice. And this is for a more concentrated area, like say your knee. In the instructions, they also mention do not run this over a hip replacement or a knee replacement because you might damage the replacement. It makes sense because this thing is so powerful. It's amazing. Let me pull it out and show it to you. Because this is what the review is about. This, not these guys, but I figured I'd show them to you first. To put a head in, you just put it in and screw while you're putting it in. Just turn a light little twist. It's fairly easy to do. There are 3 power settings to how fast this thing is going to rotate. It actually rotates in. It's an impact massager. Hold for 3 seconds, it starts up. Now it's on the first setting. Second setting. Third setting. And then if I hit it one more time, it goes off. If you want to not have to cycle through all the settings, like say you just started it 3 seconds, we hold it, it starts up. You can do the same thing. Press in, hold for 3 seconds, it turns off. It's as simple as that. Holds the charge for a long time, which is something I like in the fact that I've been using this thing for a week now. When you're doing it on, like say your arms, I think they recommend no more than 15 seconds. I forgot to say about the manual. It's almost like an anatomy lesson all in itself. Make sure to read the manual before you even use this. I've read it over a couple of times and each time I get something new. I might as well show you how to do the one trouble attachment. You pull them off the same way. You just twist, pull. It's not that hard. This attachment though is a little tricky because it made me think that I was going to break it. Don't worry about breaking the Roffie. At least I think I haven't broken it yet. It is made to take a licking and keep on ticking. This one actually has markings on it on the side right here. And what you do is you push in as far as you think it'll go and then you twist up and align the arrows and now you're set to go. Really, this is like a shiatsu massager on steroids. Anywhere you put this thing is going to massage. Now the longest massage I think is 35 or 45 seconds. This thing is powerful enough, I think. I haven't had a Charlie horse with this thing around yet, but if I do, this will be one of the first things that I grab for because it works the whole muscle. I don't know if it'll show up outside, but inside it did, so I'm gonna do it anyways. and I might cut to the inside. But as I work the inner thigh, oh yeah, I can see it. I don't know if you will see it on camera, but you can see that works my whole thigh, and I can work it all the way down. Now, to show the power, not something I'm going to recommend for you, but I'm here to test this for you, demonstrate, and review. Part of the review, what I did was I took it and I pushed fairly hard. You notice it still keeps going. I'm pushing with about 30 pounds force, so that's getting right deep down into my muscle there. This is kind of like Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee. It goes fairly fast. Now, I have it on the lowest setting. On the highest setting, you can't even see this thing moving. We are going to test one thing that I haven't tested yet. If you run this for 10 minutes, one of its safety features are it turns off. If you know that, then when it turns off in 10 minutes, which we're gonna run this thing for 10 minutes now, I'm gonna come back, then we know it's not broke. So we'll come back in 10 minutes. While I was setting up the camera, because we're just at the 10-minute mark, it went off. My alarm went off. Everything worked perfect. I don't know how long the cool down period is afterwards. Also, when you charge this thing up, this handle will get warm. That's where I'm assuming the battery is. Don't worry about it, because it also has a shutoff where after it's fully charged, it stops taking any more juice. They don't have that in the manual, but I'm fairly confident that that is the case, because they tell you to charge this for 6 to 8 hours. Mine was actually at a full charge after about 2 hours. Now let's see if I can turn it back on. I don't know if there's a 10-minute wait time before you can turn it back on. Nope. Starts right up, takes a licking and keeps on ticking. It's the Roffie. It's better than a shiatsu. Now we've run it for the 10 minutes. I still have 4 power indicators, and indicating I have a fairly full charged battery. It's between 80% and 100% with the 4 battery indicator lights. That's my review. This thing rocks. You can take this thing anywhere you go. As a matter of fact, I'm going to visit my daughter shortly and do some camping. I'm bringing this thing with me.